The following podcast is a member of the Pokecasters Network. Pokecasters Network, supporting Pokemon content creators, their shows, and the community of Pokemon fans. To find out more, check out PokecastersNetwork.com or find us on Twitter and Facebook.
Like, spiders are not bugs.
Okay, then explain Spidops. It's a bug. Explain
Spidops?
Ariados.
Yeah.
It's a bug.
Hold on. Nope. Ariados has 6 legs.
Okay,
Ariados,
true.
Ariados, and Spinarak, 6 legs.
They do have 6 legs. You are right. You are right. My bad.
Hello everyone, welcome to Not a Scratch, the only podcast that believes that Scratch is an overpowered move. I am your host, your PM, your DM, your GM, Andrew himself, and with me here is a person who has been discovering the newest flavor of Gatorade.
It's me, Mohammed. It's actually my own secret blend. If you want the recipe, come visit me. I'll make it for you at home. I got the Gatorade powders, and it's actually like fantastic. And over across the table from me is someone who insists on calling bananas yellow berries.
Well, they do grow on very big bushes that are not trees, so we couldn't really call them fruit. They'd probably have to be berries. Bananas aren't on trees. It's a plant. So yes, they are the yellow berries. Oh yeah,
It's
hi,
official.
Daisy.
It's official.
They're just
Bananas have been
clones.
reclassified. Sorry, I'm currently getting attacked by my wires.
We've all been there.
Yeah. Hello everyone. Welcome back to the show, where plot theoretically happens but probably doesn't. How you guys doing?
Uh-huh.
You can't see me on the side. I'm literally kicking some of my wires, being like, "Get down!"
Circuitry, get out of there.
Why are you here? You're not in this series.
You're not in this dimension.
Probably. Look, best case scenario, you show up as like a trading card if Muhammad ever pulls it. Like, what is going on here? Hello. Yes. Circuitry's calmed down. You guys doing good? Thumbs up? All good?
Thumbs. Yes.
Thumbs. Yes. Thoughts, Muhammad?
You said thumbs up. I was holding up my thumbs.
Perfect. Glad to hear that. Welcome back, everyone. An update. Mansoor has found a new rule. He thinks, potentially. However, he is not here to discover that. He has informed me that he has literally traveled to the 19th dimension, not the 20th. The 20th is copyrighted, so he went to the 19th. Currently going through there, figuring out what happens. He's speaking some language I don't understand, and I'm not sure if that's because the language itself is in a 7-dimensional text font, or if it's simply because I don't understand the words that are on the messages.
You know why he's in the 19th dimension and not the 20th dimension, right?
Well, the 20th is copyrighted, is what he told
No,
me.
focus energy.
Focus energy. That explains everything. Quick, if I translate everything in a focus energy,
You didn't account for the
Opportunity.
extra crit roll.
Do we have to use this new rule?
No, it's new D&D.
it's a D&D rule, so you might use it. I
Nope.
I don't play D&D.
that's also true. Yeah, I think. Do none of us play D&D? Like
No,
I have
not really.
I've done one shot, I think, in my life. Daisy, you've done stuff in the past.
Yeah.
I presume. Yeah.
We've
Yeah.
all dabbled, but none of us really have played.
The closest
Yeah.
we'll get is the quest game that'll hopefully be up at this point.
I would hope so. This is probably coming out what, December?
Oh. I meant June of 2025.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Sorry, yeah. But yeah, so hope things are going well. Hope things are good with you.
Oh my
things
God,
are
it's
good with these guys?
2024.
Question mark?
Sorry,
Hmm.
Exodus
Yes.
Crisis.
We're like a third of the way through.
I
2024,
know.
right?
Okay, let me have it.
Okay, sure.
I haven't had my
Anyway.
2024. Oh my God, it's 2024 moment yet. Okay.
And you had it now on the podcast?
Yeah.
All right. Welcome to now we transition over to realizing the fact that it's 2024. There's a lot of history behind us. Things have occurred over the past few weeks. And by weeks, I mean hours.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know
days,
we've
question mark.
I don't know if we've progressed more than a few hours.
A lot of things have occurred over the past few months. Couple of months. Few months. We're at few at this point. We're not at 2. It's more than 2. So, few months. A lot of has occurred to one character over the past few months. Some stuff has occurred to both characters over the past few weeks, and a lot of stuff is happening over the past few hours, of which I transition to summary person. Bye.
We on train stop. Kimiko go, ah! We ask people.
So-
People no.
Hi, my
and-
name is G-Mini, and I got my coin stolen.
Yeah, and
That's it.
and we don't know what happened, but now we in meeting with train staff to figure out what happened. Well,
I'm not.
Kyle at least is.
I'm searching for my brand new best friend, Skarmory.
Oh, right, yeah. I'm playing the game as intended. Daisy is playing the game in a way that infuriates Honorude.
I
Either
forget
way,
why
Honorude
I'm
loses.
looking for.
I was listening to the past like 20 or so minutes of the previous episode just to make sure. I don't know if you knew then why you were looking.
Great. That makes that
Yep.
helps.
Yep, exactly.
But yeah, well said, well done. I don't want these dice. I want the other dice.
Can we appreciate how high pitched my scream got? I did not know I could do that.
I'll
Like
be honest.
it wasn't particularly high pitched, but like I'm surprised. My voice didn't crack when I did that.
I'm happy you feel that way because I'm about 85% sure that Zencaster didn't catch it. So
Damn it!
I don't want to be that guy, but like, yeah.
Oh my god! Please, I don't have to. No, it's just raw audio input, bro. I'm just sending you my raw audio. How do you not? Oh, sad.
I don't know. It either peaked or it did something. Good news is I can find out. I think I'm editing this one. But
You say you can find
Yeah.
out. I'm gonna download my MP3 and listen to it during the post game to figure out if I screamed.
look forward to that in the post game show, which you can find on Patreon, along with various other benefits, including different series, new content, stuff that future me will have better ideas of. But right now, it's kind of the old stuff plus maybe a little dabble of here and there stuff. Also, you help support the show,
And stuff that future me will have done.
yeah, that future as well. You can hear Muhammad's brand new series that is TBD. All I'm gonna say is, if you're a Digimon fan, don't watch it.
You won't
Digimon
like the
are
takes.
champion.
You can't handle
Yeah.
the takes.
You can't handle the takes. This series is TBD and may not.
It's why Otter is gonna cancel it
now.
before it even airs because he'll listen to
We're
it and be like, absolutely not under my banner.
We're filming the pilot right now, and I can already tell it's not going to work. But I've already invested too much. This is going to be one of those tax write-offs we do, like everything Warner Brothers has done over the past year. And on that fun note,
Yay.
we transition over to the actual episode. Unless anyone else has anything.
What if I just switched the game corner to Digimon content?
No,
I'm
it's
not
stopping you.
Daisy.
You're
That is
out.
literally your corner. If there is stuff occurring there, that is
You say
your
you say the game corner. It's literally Daisy's game corner.
yeah, exactly. Daisy,
I have
that-
very
the-
limited Digimon knowledge, but I do like Digimon.
Yeah, that's it.
that
Send it.
corner, Daisy, when we brought you on and suggested that tier would effectively be the Daisy game corner tier, the stipulations were content when available. That's it. That's the entire contract you signed.
I am
Content
not
if
upholding
possible.
that side of the bargain.
I said if possible too, so it doesn't even.
We'll see. I'm gonna do a bunch over summer, hopefully.
Anything else to add? Join the Patreon if you'd like to. There's a free tier. I occasionally post free stuff. Between now and when this episode, between the date today and the episode coming out, I will try to do a free thing.
There is some free game corner episodes too. So
That too. So you should check those out. Among other things, Discord, midsection stuff. Put it here in the.
Yeah, why are we
midsection.
doing this in the intro?
Yeah, I don't
why
know.
aren't we diving?
I don't know. That's a good point. Should we? Shall we?
let me
Nah,
get
I
up
actually don't feel like diving.
to the platform. I am sorry. I was running late.
I'm scared of heights. Actually, I don't want to dive.
Well,
There's
let
a
us,
kitty board down there.
Yeah, we
Go
can-
there.
I think. All right. We'll scale down the dive. Okay. We'll do a less complicated version of the dive. Okay. We will splash on it.
Swimmers, take your marks. Burp.
But nothing
And then you
happened.
just hear that. I really wish. Okay, I know the episode has started. I really wish Splash had an effect, but it was like it only worked in the rain or some sort of little thing, just a wee little thing. where
There
it's-
actually was one very niche competitive event where Splash was unironically an advantage.
Oh, because of was it Z move era? I think.
No, this was in Sword and Shield. There was this event called like the Magikarp Cup or something, where basically it was 2v2 battles, like not like standard VGC, like just 2 Pokemon on each side, except one had to be Magikarp every time. And Splash gave you a distinct advantage because Splash is the only non-damaging move that Magikarp gets, which means it's the only move that Magikarp gets that could turn into Max Guard.
The
Yeah.
Gigantamaxing. Okay. Or
If
Dynamaxing.
you Dynamaxed your Magikarp, you could protect your Magikarp.
But then you would have Dynamaxed your Magikarp.
You say that like it's a bad thing. Have you?
I don't know.
Have you seen a Max? What was it called? What was the Max Water move called? Max? No, not Max
Hydro-
Waterfall.
Vortex or something like that.
No. That's the Z move. What was the Max Water move called?
I don't know what the competitive scene looks like.
This was just Dynamax. Dynamax moves. No, I need to figure this out now. Max moves. Max.
Geyser.
Max Geyser. How did I forget
Yeah.
that? Have you ever seen a Magikarp use Max Geyser? It's terrifying.
Big carp.
Yeah, everyone sleeps on Magikarp until you remember it learns Hydro Pump.
I don't sleep on Magikarp because it splashing around would probably be pretty uncomfortable and bad for my back.
It's like a nice little massage bed.
I don't think Magikarp is particularly well versed in massage therapy. I'm throw that out there. This is all pregame
Should-
stuff.
should
though.
we
We've
start
already
the
splashed.
episode?
We gotta
No,
get
we
into this
splashed.
episode.
We splashed.
Yeah,
We've been here.
We look out the
should be
window
starting.
of the
Okay.
train and there's a Magikarp desperately trying to splash its way onto Lago Verde.
All right, let's jump in the episode. Kyle, you are currently right now in lockdown. Protocol has activated, though you've gotten a little bit of a pass. Most of the people are staying inside the lounge. Was that
Yes.
right? Okay. Yeah, because that's the middle of the train. That makes sense. Everybody's staying in the lounge right now. You, Titan, Pip, Kyle, Titan, Pip, Proton, Thimbleton, G-Mini. All you guys are in the engine along with Kermit. Daisy is looking for new best friend / potential ally / probable enemy. Skarmory, somewhere in this abyss. I'm gonna go to Rose actually. Let's
Okay.
start with Rose. Rose.
They already had an interaction. What is gonna happen?
It was a bit ago.
I'll be honest, literally none of us know.
Nobody has any idea, and that's what I'm excited about. All right. What are okay? Between last episode,
Were
and
you
this
about
episode,
to ask
maybe
if
you've changed
Daisy
your mind.
has a plan? Because the answer is no.
No, I was not going to ask that. I was going to ask between everybody, the rest of your team has left. You know this. So Titan's gone, Pip's gone, Proton's gone. Does that change your mind at all? Because I didn't ask you about that before. You were looking for Skarmory, then they left.
No, I'm fine.
Great. In that case, I
Also,
think you find Skarmory.
Rose has allies in the lounge car right now. There's Lucille and Celine right there, right?
Everybody went back to their own places.
Yeah, the train itself is now open
Oh,
between
right.
cars,
Okay.
but
Oh,
the train
right, 'cause
itself
that was
does
the
not open
signal to be
outside.
like, hey, come meet us in the engine room. Right.
So right now, not everybody's in the lounge. Everybody's in their respective cars. Then,
There's a real
I-
chance I could get kidnapped here.
that's not wrong. I don't know if it's right, but it's not wrong. You right now. I'm gonna throw you in your car right now. So we'll just throw. Right now it's just you though, inside the passenger car, because the rest of the squad left to do some investigation shenanigans. You are currently in your car, which is car 11. You know Skarmory is in car 2. Do you head to car 2?
Yes. I need to figure out a reason that I'm going around car to car, though, so we'll see if I can figure that out by the time I get there.
Okay, that makes sense, I suppose. Sure. So yeah, just walk out. I'm assuming you're taking all your stuff as well. Just making sure.
What is
Like
what
your
is
bag and stuff like
what
that.
is all my stuff? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You walk on out, and I think you're heading to the front of the train. So you pass through the dining car. You pass through the recreation lounge, the other dining car, the various passenger cars. I don't know if I've described the trains in detail. So like to the left and the right, there are two different doors. So you would have to open each of them to get inside. So if you were to, right? Yeah, there are two different doors. Beds on like bunk beds on one side and like a sofa sitting area on the other. So if you were to like I don't know visit, if you were to let's jump to if we were to visit Skarmory. If you were to visit Skarmory, you would have to open the door to his specific car where he's rooming with someone else, walk in, and then I don't know yell at him at his bed or whatever.
Wait, so
so-
that car is in like car 2, or like car 2 is a hallway that has like
So car 2 is the
like,
giant train car, of which the left hand side has two people. Giant being relative here, is the big car, and then inside it's broken into two sections. The left hand side, which has person A and B, and then the right hand side, which has person C and D.
but it's like completely open, or are those at like separate rooms?
And they're like two separate rooms
Oh, okay.
with like sliding doors and everything.
Yeah.
That's sort of because I think in the past it might have sounded like just walk into a car and there's just four people snoring when you were going through your sleep thing. But there are doors and actual theoretical protections there. So walking up through the front, nobody else is interacting. Everybody's staying inside their specific rooms as well. So I don't think you will have any trouble getting to the front of the car or getting to the front of the train where I think Skarmory, actually, when you're walking past and getting to car number 2, Skarmory's in their specific side, just reading the newspaper again, still going through it, in their car this time.
In their car. I like. Well, I guess I'd knock on the little door to have it like see if they open it up.
They look at you, again, like confusion and irritation on their face, before they just kind of like shake their head as to just say, "Okay, come in."
Hello.
Hello.
I am going around because this is a pretty stressful moment for everybody, and I was trying to see if people needed some reassurance. Would you like a Poke Puff?
I'm sorry. What?
A Poke Puff? And I like fish through my little apron and pulling out.
Oh no, thank
just
you.
a little
I'm-
little
Actually,
little
no, you
treat.
wouldn't say thank you.
Little treat, you know, that they people say that, but they help them out, you know, because you're a little worried, a little something to nibble on, you know, a little snack. They're pretty nutritious and whatnot. You got any favorite flavors? I got a lot. Starts digging around.
No, I'm fine. I don't like Poke Puffs. Flips page.
Oh, huh. Is there something you do like?
I'm fine. And I think they tried. That's not enough. And they're just trying to. They're suspicious, as they tend to be, because they be bad guy. And they're just trying to figure out why you're here. Nothing is coming to mind, and they, because of your incredible roles, I think in the last episode, they have just kind of thrown aside the idea that you are the Audino to worry about. So they're more of just confused of like, okay, why do you keep showing up?
Can I try and do like a little like vibe check on them or something? Like
I suppose, yeah.
I'm trying to like see what their like deal is, like why they're here. So I'm like trying to make some small talk here. Like, oh, okay. Well, sorry to bother. What you doing here anyway? Like, you got some business over in this area we're going to, or, you know?
Yeah, I have business. This isn't even your voice. Your voice is much more squeakier than this. Yes, I have business. I'm purchasing something.
Ooh, a shopping spree. That's very fun. What kind of things are you purchasing?
Artwork.
Huh. Cool. I think I had a friend who was just talking about buying some artwork. Maybe you two get along. And can I do my little like vibe check to be like figuring out if they're like telling the truth or like just like
Sure.
what their whole vibe is?
Sure. Go ahead and roll Arcane Smart there. Right? That's usually what we've been associating.
That's a natural 20.
Oh, man.
So Rose knows everything now.
So you want a Pokepuff now?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, God.
Yeah, Honorud, you know that little thing you were planning here? Yeah, just tell us what it is.
Crap! Oh no. I'm genuinely disappointed. Alright,
We were
how
beginning to
how do
fit
I-
the puzzle pieces anyways.
No, it's not. Okay, I have to word this very carefully.
A
because
glowing coin appears on the Skarmory.
If if I don't word this correctly, then a puzzle that hasn't even started would be finished. So I got to be real careful about this.
The Skarmory just says that out loud. That's a weird thing to say.
I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. All right. Crap. All right, Daisy. Ask. All right, you ask the questions. I'll tell you the truth up until a certain extent, and I will let you know if I'm. I will let you know if I'm lying. I don't. Just what do you want to know? What do you want? Let me grab the book here. All right, let's see. Page 14. That's right. Okay. So the answer to the prophecy is 12. The what else we got here? The Department of Labor is actually not involved, and you're looking for a person named Tokoyashi. No, I'm just.
I guess to start off, I wanna like do the confirm, like, is this the Hoopa guy? Is this the ring guy? Is he who I think he is? No,
Gotcha.
been told
Alright,
he
yeah.
is.
So I think you tap in. Ooh, this will be fun, and you'll understand what this is, but nobody else will. For whatever reason, not sure why. I mean, we know because it's a nat 20, but for some reason, when you're tapping into your aura to try to check this out, you feel very in control all of a sudden. Maybe it's because you have a specific mission. Maybe it's because you have an idea in mind, and you kind of sense like your control is being helped out by your necklace. Necklace? It's a
Mhm.
necklace, right?
Ooh.
For whatever reason, it's helping. Maybe you just tapped into it the right way. Maybe there's something happened there. Maybe it's helping control it. Whatever reason, your aura is working today. Cough, cough, nat 20. So when you
It
sort of
feels
sense
like I've gotten some sort of critical point in my story.
So first things first, yeah. When you sense over this Pokemon here, very clear as day. Maybe not you explicitly, but you kind of note the crooked nose. You know, Kyle's mentioned that before. This sort of suspicious attitude that they've had, and I think even now through the aura, I suppose, though it's not on their head right now, the ring is there. Like you can sense it. It's not like visible,
Right.
but you can sense like it. Okay, that's they got it imprinted. This be bad guy.
Am I in
Wee
like
woo, wee
kind
woo.
of like aura vision right now?
I don't think you are. I think you're just kind
Oh.
of sitting back, just relaxing,
Okay.
asking your question. Oh, artwork, real cool. Meanwhile, like, there's like this. It's like oh gosh, not the same sort of concept, but you know those like the spyglass things that were like a big craze a decade or two ago, where it's like you just look like you're wearing normal glasses, but they've got like cameras on them, extra thing. That's kind of what you're doing right now, except without the glasses part. It's just like eyes are just like, oh, really interesting, and then like right behind the scenes in your brain, there's like 50 different roses running around, being like, all right, let's go, documentation, let's do this. Yep, cross-referencing, analysis. You've just got like the the big boss. It's like, come on, man. Do the analysis. Let's go. Well, we're describing and comparing facial recognition features using our advanced software in English, man. In English. Face match. We good.
Okay.
So yes, this is the Skarmory.
Then I will say my other question for you is he telling the truth about like the art thing, like going to buy art, or does this key off in my brain he wants to steal some artwork?
He is going to obtain artwork. He is not necessarily going to buy it, but he is happy to take it off of somebody's hands.
Okay.
Maybe legit, maybe not. Not 100% sure about that. But Skarmory, for whatever reason, feels confident that they'll be able to walk into some place and then walk out with insert artwork here.
Has like, I don't know how to phrase it, but like, I want to figure out if he's involved in this somehow, in this coin thing. Like, how recently has he acted in some nefarious way?
All right. Yeah, I see what you mean. I think you bring up something along that's like this coin thing's kind of wild, right? I don't know, whatever question you end up bringing up.
Yeah. Like,
However you
dang,
do
I
it.
didn't know you could lose a coin if it's the only one you had.
I think Scarper just kind of it is annoying.
I
And you
wonder
can
where all
tell
those other coins went.
other coins.
Aren't they supposed to have like a lot or something?
Oh, yeah, that's correct. And you can tell Skarmory has nothing to do with this. In fact, this is actively disrupting Skarmory's plan by disrupting the train. Skarmory has a destination to be at a specific time. This is not helping that cause.
Yeah. I say, well, it's too bad the train stopped. I put me away from my destination too. Hopefully your little art sale or auction, or I don't know how those actually work, doesn't end when we actually get back to where we're going. Hopefully it doesn't throw you off.
No, it's a private deal. My benefactor is interested in getting a piece of art, and I dabble, so I offered to retrieve it for him.
Oh, that's cool. Who do you work for?
Who do I work for? Shoot.
I'm going over to the Frost Riders Guild over there. I just got a job. I'm doing some cooking and stuff. I'm a baker, you know, and Pokepuffs, blah, 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 whatnot. You know, I just do some baking, but, like, I don't know much about art. Maybe you can tell me about it.
Oh, yes, I suppose. I work for, no, why not? I work for, the Thunder Tree Art Department. Thunder Tree University Art Department.
Is this a lie? This is a lie, I know.
Well, yeah, this is obviously a lie.
No, that one is true.
You're easily able to tell. Yeah, that ain't it. And I think you quickly put the pieces together. Oh, benefactor, the ring guy, must be a ring boss man.
Well, that sounds pretty magical.
It pays the bills.
Do you have any idea about this coin thing though? Like, I guess you're not too behind on your things, but I'm hoping the train can get moving soon. I got places to be.
I agree. Same. I can't even read my own sheet. I'm like, what is all this information here? I'm interested in that Clodsire, though.
Oh, yeah? I haven't gotten around to them yet. You know, I'm trying to hand out these Pokebuffs, you know, help people out a bit, but also maybe gather a little information, you know?
Mm-hmm.
A little on the down low. Trying to see what's going on. What you think about that Clodsire? What they do? What's up?
They literally look to the left, look to the right. They're
Look to the left, Clodsire's right there.
No, I think that their partner passenger is the heavyweight wrestling champion Tangerine. They're not in the car right now. I guess they stepped out for a second. Actually, I think you probably would have passed them maybe when going through the dining cars or something.
Did
So they look to the
Tangerine
left,
want a
look to the right.
Pokepuff?
Tangerine's probably going to get larger meals.
Alright.
And I think at this point, look to the left, look to the right, make sure nobody's here. They seem to understand a lot more than they pass off.
What does that mean?
Well, if you look at them normally, they're just kind of observing conversation, looking like they don't have a care or a clue in the world. But when they don't think they have their eyes or anyone else's eyes on them, you can see their mind moving, clearly hiding something.
Whoa.
He's basically saying the Clodsire vibe is an act, which I don't know if you would be able to know or not. You haven't met Clodsire yet, but
I just go, interesting. Maybe I'll take a look at Clodsire, see what's up. You know, sometimes people say that about me. I kind of seem like I don't really know what's going on, but underneath, I got plans. I got stuff to do. Well, if you ever want Pokepuff, or you think you got any more
No.
information, you
Also
know where
no.
to find me. Just
Goodbye.
in case you get a little peckish, I might leave this one here. Just leave a Pokepuff there.
they just
And-
look at you and like stare daggers into you. As if this conversation is now complete. Please leave.
And then I turn around to the door behind me, knock on the door, and when that person opens up, I say, "Hey, do you want a Pokepuff?"
I think this one's got the Maractus, a Maractus and a barrel. So the barrel's kind of just like, sure,
I look at the
that'd be
barrel,
cool. Yeah.
squint my eyes. No, I'm done with the barrel here.
And I think you continue through. Hey, what's going on?
Xanaro here, GM of Not a Scratch. Thanks for listening to the episode. As always, episodes come out bi-weekly at this point, so be sure to follow, subscribe, and do all those important things you have to do when supporting a podcast. Now, I'll be honest, earlier in the episode, we did all the shout-outs and all that fun sort of stuff for a lot of the midsection-y things, so I'm just going to zoom through this as quickly as possible. If you've enjoyed it, share. Leave a review, because those are cool. We've got on social medias, you can check that out. The website, boom, website has been updated, so you can check that out. It's got a slightly new refresh. If you're interested in merch, and you have like ideas, send them our way, because that'd be really cool. And we're gonna be releasing those ideas and those concepts in the near future. Right now, all the merch is temporarily out, but they'll come back. Fan art page, yo, we want to see your fan art. If you've got fan art of this show and all the nonsense that goes on here, so you can check that out both on that page, and if you want to send us stuff, send it via socials. You know, Discord's probably the easiest way, the best way to reach out to us directly. That's available in the description, along with a whole host of other things. We want to thank Glitch X City for Kirby's Dream Land, the lo-fi remix, and Tabletop Audio for Strangers on a Train, which is the theme that you're hearing throughout this entire episode, and actually the thing that inspired the title of this episode, which you can see. Shouting out our Patreon members as well, that's the word I'm supposed to be saying. So hold up, listen, if you're not a Patreon member at any tier, there's a free tier. You should totally do so, because there is something that's being released, I think, within 24 hours of this. I've scheduled it. I've already forgotten what time I've scheduled it, but I know it's coming out tomorrow, he says. So you can check that out. It's a little like early segment thingy thing of what we were talking about in this episode. It's just fun little blooper content and stuff like that. There's a brand new series and a new tier for that series as well. It's called the Guild Games, which is a series that I'm going to be running, where basically all the different guilds are competing in what is effectively the Olympics or Pokeathlon, whichever you want to go with. And I'm very excited about that. That's starting relatively soon. We got Daisy's Game Corner and a whole bunch of things. The Patreon's been refreshed. So if you've been wondering, hey, I don't know if this is worth it or not, you should check it out, because I think it is, but also I'm biased. So, you know, if you've got the ability to do so, if you're financially able and willing, those are important factors, then check out the Patreon. You'll get access to a bunch of things and be recognized during the show right here. So thank you to all of our Patreon members: Ursa93, Eli, Damon Liger, Simon Pelajoaquin, Fennec, Evelyn C., Arming Sword and Buckler, Blue Earwear, Darkrai Drive, and Intellion Spy. Now, for more information about anything, description is available. Check us out. We got all the fun stuff. We got all the cool things. Pat on the back. I'm rushing through this because there's something very, very important that I'm planning, and I've just gotten an update on it, and so I really, really want to get to that. So I'm going to leave that little nugget here. I'm going to make you guys annoyed that I don't actually tell you what it is, and we transition back to train shenanigans. So let's go ahead and jump into that in 3, 2... Kyle, meanwhile, you are currently with Titan, Pip, Proton, Thimbleton, G-Mini. Enter again. We ended the episode with you guys entering in, so now that you've officially entered in, Kermit the Frog here with a potential update. So Kermit kind of gathers you guys all around, kind of just being like, so today, we have a little bit of a predicament, of course. Coin being lost. I think G-Mini just kind of looks like, yes, that's why we're here. Solve this now. Of course. And we brought in some of the brightest minds on this particular train to help us out with this particular case. We would very much appreciate it if you could actually go into the storage car and investigate. We've locked it down. Nobody except the rest of the Polytoads and you guys are allowed inside the car. So would you mind getting having a professional view of things?
Kyle gives a nod and like looks around.
I think everybody else
looks especially to guild members.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Titan and Pip kind of look back at you like, all right, makes sense to me. Proton is the mine then. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, so Titan just gives a nod of like, of course. Pip's like, sure. Mine and Proton the mine and just looks, anything to find another solution to the mystery. Thimbleton's kind of like, Thimbleton the Magnemite's kind of like floating and like panicking around like, okay, sure. I can do this. I got this. Yeah. Spark. Then Jimmy is like, yes, okay, let's go. Where is my coin? Where is my super coin? Where is my super coin? Where is the solitary coin? And you guys enter into the storage car. Now the storage car looks remarkably similar. Of course, you just walk through it to get to the engine room, but also looks very similar to your nighttime escapade. And so for here, I would like to ask you to give me a roll you think is convenient here. I think that I'll leave it up to you as to what exactly you're doing here. Because you could use investigation, you could use perception, you could insight, maybe, depending on who you're inciting.
Well, I mean, I am not suspicious of anyone here in particular. So, my thought was, oh, I get to go into the storage room. Let me have a peer around. Let me investigate to see if anything seems different than when I was last poking in here the previous night. Is any signs of tampering or anything?
Gotcha.
For a half second, I thought I rolled a 19, and then I realized I was looking at my die upside down. I rolled a 16. Still 16 plus 1, still a full success, but...
Gotcha.
Could've
All
been a
right.
dirty 20.
Cool. So, I think how best to describe. Okay. So the storage car itself doesn't look too different from an initial glance. But as the team starts to spread out and identify things, a few members find different things and different items. The first thing is the storage car with the coin itself looks targeted. None of the other things have been tampered with, but the storage car itself, you can tell, the screws have been carefully plucked out and put back in. You can see shavings of wood on the ground, suggesting that they were slid out and slid back in. When the Polytoad open up the card itself, G-Mini looks inside again, kind of no, my coin's gone. And you look inside, and you can tell that came in, went straight for the coin. There's a little circle. It's the what is it? The old glass cutter circle thingy thing where you can take it and just pluck it out like it's a cartoon. That's been there. Take this out, and they just put it back in, so you can still see the circle, and it's kind of stuck in there. But if you were to hit it hard, it would fall in or fall out.
This was a precision job.
This was a precision job. The other thing that you can kind of tell is that there are no footprints. Nothing. You guys right now, even as you're walking through, you're leaving some slight footprints here and there. There are no footprints here, or nothing equivalent to a footprint. So, if for some reason the Pokemon doesn't have feet, they didn't use them.
No footprints, no paw prints, no thumbprints, no nothing.
Yep.
No traces of anything.
Nothing like that though. Pip pipes up and says, "Well, does Pip have a voice that I wrote down?" They do not. Okay, well I gotta figure that out.
I feel like last time Pip had I feel like when we first met Pip, my immediate thought was nervous secretary.
All right, secretary. Okay.
I have no idea if this is accurate or not.
Pip did have an energy to them.
So, if I had to guess, it would have to be, and this is gonna sound suspicious, so apologies in advance, but it would have to be somebody like me.
And you can see, unlike the rest of you guys who are just walking around, Pip is floating. Right?
Yes.
Everybody looks at Pip suspiciously.
I have alibis, I've got a camera, I got everything, okay? I got documentation.
Titan's well, the documentation, yeah, of course, yeah. Of course, the documentation is very important, yeah.
I love how it's oh yeah, everyone's suspiciously looking at Pip, ignoring, what's his name, Thimbleton in the corner, also floating. Right? Is it Thimbleton or Magnemite?
Yep.
We're not addressing that.
Also, Pip's alibi is I have a camera. What are you taking pictures of the scenes as you're passing by?
I have a selfie of every second I've been on this train.
Look, here you can see I passed this tree, and then I took this other picture of this other tree that we passed, and then there was that Magikarp that we saw going around,
and then there was a
coin.
You
see this coin that I'm holding in my hand, and then you see.
But yeah, so Pip is able to help you out and say, okay, if they're not leaving footprints, nobody's come back in to clean it up. You can't, even now, you can't really clean your footprints. There's still the mark. You can scan it and other real police stuff that I don't know about. So, a simple solution there. It's somebody that can float.
Okay.
That can float or has the ability to fly or it's some way of not being on the ground.
And at some point, Otterroot sent us a list, and here is
maybe like a Skrelp that got off the train early.
Do Skrelp float outside of the water, or do they just kind of bounce?
I don't know.
So if it's
Okay, but if it's a Pokemon that's floating, right? Like, I'm assuming that there is some residue. Is there really like no trace of any residue like on the box itself or anything? Like, there's nothing of like I feel like if Pip was like hovering, you'd get like a little like leaf petal that just, you know.
I thought you meant like floating residue, like chemtrails.
No, not chemtrails.
Isn't the air a little sticky around here?
Tastes like. Yes, this tastes like dragon type fuel. Right
It's
on.
like dragon type fuel.
I mean, there's a fair number of Pokemon that like can fly, but like, I'm looking through this list of Pokemon that were on this train. I'm seeing Pokemon that can fly. I'm not noticing Pokemon that like exclusively like float or hover, apart from the ones here. I say as I'm continuing to go through the list. Like again,
There's a Toucanon.
well, like there's a Toucanon, there's a Skarmory, right? There's a Toucanon, there's a Skarmory, there's have we established, do Skrelp just float in the air or do they bounce on the ground?
My early thought is I'm gonna make the executive decision that they do float in some capacity.
Okay. Well then there's a Skrelp and there's a Hoppip and there's a Magnemite and there is a Jumpluff. And that's it. Those are all the Pokemon that don't have legs, or at least can get around without use of their legs. Can get around in the air.
There are things that could cling to the walls.
Hey, whoa! What are you implying?
Like a Graplock
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
or a Kabutops.
We would see Scythe Parks in the box.
Yeah, you would definitely. If it was a Kabutops, I highly doubt it would.
You know,
Solve the problem in a
when
way that
I
doesn't
think of
fly.
stealth, I don't think of Kabutops. Crazy as it sounds.
Or a Trico who astrally projected into the box.
I didn't mess with any of the screws.
No.
I didn't cut a circle.
I didn't cut a circle. I just walked in and took it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, excuse you.
When I thievery successfully. Thank you.
Exactly. Okay, but there really is like no residue that was left by like. There's no like feather. There's no like. Oh
There's
yeah,
not a
like
feather
here's
or a speck of dust or a misplaced eyelash. There's nothing like that.
apart from like the little wood shavings, it's all just very clean.
Yep.
If there weren't the little wood shavings, we might never know.
Yeah, I think the lucky thing was that Gimmighoul was insisting on checking their coin every day. Otherwise, this empty box would have traveled straight there.
Yeah. And there really is no other clue at all.
I mean, the only big clue is a big clue, and that's at least Pip is suggesting that it has to be somebody that floats or flies.
Maybe somebody that leaves wood shavings as they roll.
Yeah, that's also a thought.
Either that, or it's legitimately a Pokemon that is made of wood, which also I don't think is on the strain.
Yeah, no, Daisy, don't tell him. Okay,
Don't
fine.
tell me the Gimmighoul chest is literally a wood chest.
Well, no, Daisy said someone that leaves wood shavings as they roll. Onward, look at today's Pokedoku.
And you said there's not a Pokemon made completely of wood.
Yeah, Onward, just look at the top right box of today's Pokedoku.
But I didn't choose that one.
No, but look at all the options.
So it doesn't exist.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Look at all the options and look at who's on this train.
I'm still confused. I'm 90% sure Lileep is not a wood Pokemon.
Top
Did I say
right,
top-
not top
Top
left.
right.
Oh, did I say
Okay.
top left? My bad. Top right.
No, you said top right.
I did say top right.
Oh,
Okay.
the Hisuian folks. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Yes,
you,
all
you
of
did,
them are made out of wood.
Well,
Are they? I didn't even realize that. I thought they
well,
were just.
the balls are, yes.
Okay.
They're grass
Um,
types.
I knew that, but I didn't know they were made of wood. All right. I guess, okay, so yeah,
Look
those
at
are-
them.
Well, they just look like. All right. Well, I guess that does make sense. All right, we can throw the Voltorb in there if you want to.
Also, the Pokeballs in Arceus, I'm pretty sure, are also like made out of wood, kind of. So,
They're made out of apricorns. No? Yeah.
I don't know.
Are those wood? I don't know.
I don't know if it's explicitly stated in there. Maybe they are.
I mean, you know all the
Nevertheless,
materials that go
it's-
into a Pokeball. It's tumblestone and apricorns.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
So, nevertheless, you do have a few options here. So, yeah, go ahead and
Well,
list off ones that you
Yeah, so I mean,
of the Pokemon that can get around in the air, we have, going down the list, we've got Lieutenant Surge, the Toucannon Blacksmith. We have, where are you? We have our old friend Skarmory. Where are you? What car were you in?
Car
2. Yeah. So we have our old friend Skarmory. We have Lieutenant Surge, the Toucannon. We have. I'm going back through just to make sure I didn't forget anyone. Trampa, technically, maybe. Skrelp, technically, maybe. And then good old friend Pip, and this Jumpluff who's in the last car. And I guess technically Magnemite, and I guess technically Hisuian Voltorb, maybe asterisk. So that's like 1, 2, 3 actual suspects, 3 suspect asterisk, and 2. You guys are right here. If you did it and you're hiding in plain sight, congratulations.
I'm nodding my head as if you can see me.
Yeah, considering it was someone on the train, the conducors have decided to trust a lot of different people who are on this train to not be suspects.
That's a fair point. There's a good, like a third of your suspect base is also like investigating.
Well, yeah, but I mean also like these are all established law enforcement. What has law enforcement ever been
yes,
corrupt?
You're right. There's never been a time where someone who's in the leadership in law role has done something wrong.
Nope, never.
What?
Never.
Not in this world. Not a chance.
You forget, Otterud has made the Outcast region his little capitalist utopia where nothing ever goes wrong.
Yep, that's why the world explodes in 9 months.
Except for Hoopa.
Oh yeah.
Except for Hoopa and those pirates and there's other bad guys.
Rock and Rampage and
Rock and Rampage and
obviously
General.
there are people who are just born to do bad things in this.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. There's no other reason.
No. They all have this. Actually, all of them, every single character, whether or not they're actually real or not, whether or not I made them up on the spot, have like a One Piece-esque backstory of like 9 different random, impactful moments of their lives that we will never talk about.
Until they show back up in 50 more episodes.
Exactly.
Or 200 more episodes.
Exactly. This is going to be one of the... in this arc, I'm going to reveal something about a character that was introduced and left in Arc 0.
The Patrat.
To be like, yeah, the Patrat. We're going to see Patrat...
Who?
Was originally... Who? Yep, that's it. All right, we're done. Anyway, you've got like 7 or 8 different suspects here.
I counted 3 asterisk, and then 2, not really, but technically.
You've got anywhere from 3 to 9 suspects. I don't know. You've got anywhere from 0 to 100 suspects. Figure this out.
Oh, gee, thanks. And they the frogs, they went around and searched things, but they didn't like actually talk to anyone, right? They didn't actually.
They have
do
not
any
talked to
interrogations.
Correct.
Okay. So literally, all we have to go off of is that we have. All we have to go off of is that we have nothing to go off of, and that is how we are making a suspect.
Yes. Lack of information is itself information.
That's okay. Sure. Okay.
I have a suspect.
It was G Biddy the whole time.
It is a second different Gimmiku. There just so happens to be a Golden Go on this train now. Oh, that's strange. While there is this lull, I do want to say, while I was leaving the like Skarmory area, I did want to kind of like still have my like vibe check up to like kind of continue listening to see if he like does anything as I'm like leaving. Like, is he sending a message to anybody, or is he just like, I don't know, just chilling? Like, I want to keep my vibes up on it.
I think as you're leaving, he puts the newspaper down and writes something on some piece of paper, but then holds on to it. Beyond that, nothing else.
Pick up bananas later.
Get these yellow berries later. Game plan, Kyle?
I mean, I don't know if Kyle is comfortable basically saying, hey, these are our suspects off of no knowledge. I feel like Kyle's more just like looking around at Kyle's like looking around at everyone else, seeing what their reaction to Pip's suggestion is, because Kyle's just like, I mean, it's not exactly sound, but it's not a sound argument, but also there's literally nothing else to go off. So Kyle's just
I think
kinda looking
everyone else
around
is
at
kind of
everyone
in a
else.
similar boat. I think everyone's like in a similar boat of like, yeah, there's. I'm simplifying a little bit. There's a little bit more investigation that I, for the sake of not going through a bunch of different things that I'd be making up on the spot, kind of narrows it down to be just a floating Pokemon. But yeah, I think people kind of just like accept like, okay, it's a good place to start at least. Worst case scenarios, we don't go up to them and say, hi, we think you did the crime. Could you please tell us you did the crime? I didn't do the crime. Okay, thanks. Like, but I think people are generally going with Pip's idea. Titan's cool with it. Proton's in the middle of a Batman noir monologue right now. Thimbleton is nervously spinning around in circles, being like, "I guess that's a good idea, but I don't know if that's gonna work. But it may work. Or not work." G-Mini's looking around as if to say, maybe the coin fell down, and I'm just really, really, really bad luck. Come on, please, please. No, it's not there. Drat. Maybe if I close my eyes and open it, the coin will be there again. No. On top of that, the glass box is now gone because one of the Kermits picked it up. One of the Kermits, yeah.
One of the
One of the
Kermits.
Polytoads picked it up to examine it a little bit more. It's like, oh no, I lost my glass box. Oh wait, no, it's there. So generally people are cool with that idea if you're cool with it.
Well, I mean, if that's the consensus of the group, Kyle's not exactly gonna stop it. Kyle at this point isn't gonna make a decision. Kyle is just gonna follow the group for now because Kyle's like, I don't have the information to take point on anything here. Kyle's like, I'm not comfortable making this call.
I think fun. I think yeah, Titan is gonna say, okay, so here's the idea I think we can go off of. We'll start with an interview. We'll do a couple of things. Pip, you and I and Proton, are you okay? Proton just kind of in the middle of the monologue, and the darkness that consumes my soul. What? Sorry. Are you okay with doing the interview? I suppose so, if it means ridding this train of the evil that takes away poor people's reputations, possession. Yeah, okay, yeah, great. So we can do the interview. So that's Titan, Pip, and Proton are going to do the interview. Mr. Mini, if you could go back to your car and see if you misplaced it there, I suppose. Just take an investigation there. Thimbleton, could you do me a favor and go to the last car? We'll just start from the back and go forward, and bring in the passengers that were in your car. Just bring them over. That would be helpful. Kyle, could you do an investigation from the back as we're bringing these people in? So starting with the observation car and then moving forward.
Kyle just nods and just like snaps off a salute.
Cool. And you and Thimbleton sort of head off into that back car. So Titan asked, I don't know if you really want to investigate or not. I'll leave that up to you. Start with the observation car so that Thimbleton has time to bring the passengers out. You can go then in the passenger car, check things out,
Yeah.
and then just move up from there.
Yeah. That sounded like what was happening, and I think this is just gonna be more of the same of what all the Kermits did, but us actually doing it this time.
But you doing it, yeah. So yeah, I think you and Thimbleton walk over. Do you meet up with Rose? I think at this point Rose would probably be out. Finish the conversation with Scarberry.
Well, the question is, do we bump into Rose on the way back there?
I think you would.
That's fine. Yeah.
Bump.
Oh!
I think Thimbleton just runs right into you. This is as you're stepping out of the car with the barrel, just getting staring daggers into their eyes. Bam! Ran into it by a Magnemite.
I spill like 3 Pokepuffs on the ground.
I'm so sorry. Oh gosh.
Oh no, it's okay. I'm clumsy there. Hi. Would you like a Pokepuff?
Sure. That would be fine.
Here you go. I'm trying to help people, calm down a bit after this incident. It's a little wild that we're stopping. Get a little snacky.
Kyle just has the most like bewildered look on his face. Like, what are you? Huh? Like you could just see Kyle looking from like over Thimbleton's shoulder, just like, what?
Rose, do you still have your vibe check up?
Yes.
When you got ran into by Thimbleton, it spiked.
Your alarms went off. The little mini roses that are in your head running around are just like, what is that noise? What is that? Investigate that.
Okay, interesting. So then I think as I like go to hand the Pokepuff, I like accidentally drop it a bit and like put my hand up to my ear and go, "Oh goodness, that is a loud sound. What is that? What is happening? Does anybody else hear that? Oh."
Thimbleton's looking around like a loud noise. Kyle, you don't hear anything.
No, Kyle's also looking at Rose, like still bewildered, just like what. Kyle's wondering if this is like some charade he's supposed to pick up on. Like Kyle's like, are you like speaking in code? Like what is going on here?
I don't know. I just hear like a sharp electric crackle. Can I like the vibe check is coming from Thimbleton?
It's coming from Thimbleton, yeah.
Okay.
Technically, it's coming from everybody, but the spike is coming from Thimbleton.
Can I like try to focus it in on them then? To be like, okay, maybe I just accidentally got tripped up and that felt weird. Basically, just like try, like when there's like that sharp noise sound when you just like, try and let your ears calm back down to hear again.
Yep. Yeah, no problem about that. And this is all carrying over from that previous Nat 20 because I didn't give you a lot of information with that, so I'm just carrying it over to like aura-related stuff in this time period. So yeah, you're able to, using the power of your mind, your necklace, your vibes, kind of just focus in on Thimbleton itself.
The power of vibes compels you.
And Thimbleton is terrified right now.
Oh,
It's not like nervous energy that Thimbleton's sort of been giving off. This is a different type of like fear.
Hey, it's okay. I know that this is a scary thing that happened. It's okay to be afraid.
Thimbleton's not even hiding it at this point. Their eye just like opens wide as
I
if
don't-
like, oh, what?
I don't hear that sharp noise anymore. It was maybe just a little surprise, but when we bumped into each other. But you know, things like this happen. Sometimes trains stop. Here, take a Pokepuff to try and help calm down, maybe. But it's okay to be afraid.
Thank you. Sure. And they take the Pokepuff. They look at it. They're like, okay, cool.
I don't know
A
if
little bit.
that has connected anything with Kyle.
Sorry,
be,
I
like,
was shaking my
investigate this
head like we
more.
had the cameras on. I know.
I guess-
Kyle is at this point like a little less bewildered because now Rose is speaking in sentences that make sense and
Well,
isn't
so-
like hamming things up and is just speaking normally. And Kyle's just like,
Wait,
okay, what's going on? Like
When
Kyle's
you
just
say
giving that look and just
afraid-
like Kyle's just giving Rose a look of like, is there something I should know?
yeah. When you say afraid, do you mean like afraid as in like stressed because they were just in that room where they were discussing stuff? I guess is this afraid leaning towards guilty or afraid leaning towards I'm in danger?
Good question. Before I answer that, Rose, are you going to join Kyle as they walk out? Because they're heading out. I don't know if Kyle tells you, hey, we're going to do some investigation, but
Yeah, I mean, I think like Rose like has like a arm around the Magnemite being like trying to be like, it's okay, let's go, let's keep going on.
Okay.
It's okay to
Uh,
be afraid.
I think you're saying this as you're going through the train because the train isn't long, right?
Yeah, like walking,
yeah,
trying to
you'll-
console this Magnemite who I apparently think is terrified.
Makes sense, yeah. Are you going to go into your room or are you going to follow Kyle?
I mean,
Kyle's going to the back
where's Thimbleton going?
Thimbleton. So your car is 11. Thimbleton's going into 12 to bring those passengers out to do the interviews. Kyle's going to 13, which is the observation car.
I guess.
Or you don't do any of that and you pick another car to randomly disappear into. I gotta play Voltorb Flip. Let me go back.
gotta go find that Hisuian Voltorb. Maybe it'll help me. No, I think I'll continue on then with Kyle to the observation thing to see if he's got any other insight.
Gotcha. I think yeah, that makes sense. So I think you walk on through. You head over to car 12. Thimbleton looks a little bit calmer now, and kind of just like gives you a nod of like, thanks a lot.
and walks into Pastor Car 12. And as you do, and you're walking past, sort of saying like, "Hey, everyone, we're gonna do some interview thingy things. If you could follow me to the front." And as you enter into car 13, Kyle's inside, about to start his investigations. You enter inside car 13, and I'll finally tell you the answer. Scared, as in guilt. And with that, we will end this episode.
No, come on! Really? Oh.
But guilt for what? Guilt for eating too many Pokepuffs this morning.
Guilt for what indeed?
Cool.
Guilt for hiding their identity. They're not a Magnemite after all!
I feel like that I would have noticed in the vibe check if they weren't a Magnemite.
But
could either
what
confirm
is?
or deny this.
I will confirm that you those are words that you said, and that's about it. But that is the end of this episode, everyone. Thank you so much for listening, watching, and supporting in any way, shape, or form that you do. I have been your PM, your DM, your GM, Anaru himself.
I've been Muhammad playing Kyle.
And I've been Daisy playing Investigator Rose.
And until next time, know your role, know your place, and know that behind you is somebody just waiting to strike you down.
Or not. That's just kind of a thing. Yeah.